He said, "You ain't did nothing to me, so you ain't gonna get maced." I said,
"Ooh."
And Dario didn't do anything to you when he got maced. Anyway.
Yo, welcome back to yet another episode of Key and Carry, where we key
and we carry.
Bitch, I'm back. Oh, God. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm Damon.
I'm Troy.
And we back at it again with another recorded review.
Yes.
Haven't done one of those in a while, but yes. Get ready for an edit in 3, 2, 1. No, I'm just playing.
I want to tell the people out there that thank you for supporting me. And if you don't, suck my...
Episode 7 was Don't Drag Me Into This. And episode 8 was Red Flags Everywhere.
Well, before we get into it, let's start with our comment highlight. Of course, comment in your chance to get your comment read aloud on the show. Comes from our buddy, our YouTube cousin, Bubs the God. Shout out to Bubs.
Yeah,
he said, "Another amazing live, Kings. Thank you. I had to catch the replay because I got distracted when I was watching the live. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much."
Yes, thank you so much.
It always means like that much more, like to get like comments and like to be noticed by people that also like create content. So it means a lot. So these past couple episodes of Chasing Atlanta, Georgia, how did you feel?
Like these last few episodes, there's been like a little bit of BS, a little bit of mess, but for the most part, it's been nothing but us just getting to know the cast members, more performances. This chasing is just giving.
I would have thought like, how the fuck are they gonna fill an hour and a half with content? But they managed to do it every single episode. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people on like shows like this will come on with some bullshit, no shade, but they come on with some bullshit. And then like, but they really be going through shit, you know, in their real life. And it's like, we want to know what's going on in your real life. We don't really care about the shit that you know, drum up for the show. So
also let us know in the comments, like, what do you guys think of Chasing so far? Like,
yes, let us know in the comments below.
Also, let us know if you have a fan favorite.
Mm-hmm. Also, give us a like while you're at it. While you're down there, just give us a like.
Hit that notification button while you're at it.
While you're at it.
¿Por qué no las dos?
Yes. Just so you guys can stay notified whenever we do upload a new review. Let's start with Twixt.
Ding ding! Class is in session. The head nerd in charge is. Why are you so loud?
And them damn church girls. So it's crazy because episode 7 actually opened up with the scene of Oliver and his mom. You know, they're talking about her health and his childhood. I just want to say I feel like Oliver's mother is like his biggest supporter. I love how she like puts her foot on his neck when he's acting foolish or some nonsense, but she seems really loving and nurturing. I also thought it was unique that his mom considered, Oliver's mom considered his relationship or his feelings towards, I guess, her reconciliation with his father. She was like, you needed this. I was like, oh, that's okay. That's very, very interesting. That's really unique.
You could tell like she has been to some sort of counseling and like, you know, she had the realization that she had when she told Oliver, the realization she came to, you can tell she came to it through, you know, some sort of therapy. So shout out to her. Like, I feel like she's definitely a prime example of like people going to therapy and really like understanding, you know, the things that have happened to them and like how to make their lives better. Not really too mad at Oliver these past 2 episodes. I feel like he's been performing. Broke up with his boyfriend, which no shade, I kind of saw coming.
Can't raise a man.
He's already grown. What you gonna do?
I did want to ask you in our audience. So there was a scene, episode 8 with Twixt, where they met up for Dominique's soft lunch. We gonna get into that because I need to know what the hell
lunch. I missed that part.
That's what they called it. That's what Twixt said. I'm meeting up where I was invited to Dominique's soft lunch, or Dominique said he was having a soft lunch. Some sort of, you know, I don't do soft.
Okay.
No soft for me. Anyway.
He said no soft over here. It's all hard.
They don't do me. Don't do that. Let's not do that. Anyway, so they met up for I guess Dominique's brunch, and the conversation shifts to Cassadine, who was my favorite. I'm not gonna lie, but the conversation shifts to Cassadine, and I'm Rico Cassadine, and
he had a photo shoot for Sockbox.
Okay.
So he wanted me to pull up because he wanted to talk to me about some things. He wanted to talk to me about Crockpot.
Girl, shut the fuck up. You thought you ate that? Bitch,
I'm like, Oliver, I know you outnumbered, but if you don't put your foot down when it comes to defending your friend, like, no, we're not about to discuss my friend and the issues that y'all have with my friend, because that's y'all and my friend's business. So let's get to his homeboy, Cassadine, and his home wrecking ways.
Wayne tells me he has a boyfriend, but he also said that they're not in the best of places right now, and they might be trying different options. So let's see if I could be option number one.
I guess.
And I could tell Wayne's into me. Who would it be?
Oh no. Sorry.
I said Cassadine and his home wrecking ways are growing on me. I mean, I've always liked Cassadine, especially from like Web Life, the Circle XO. Shout out to the Circle. Shout out to Web Life. But I said I like him even better without the dog spray.
Well, he only bring out the dog spray when he feels like you're a threat.
I don't know if she's coming here with love and light, or if she's trying to make bitches like she did before.
You're not on there, bro.
You ain't do nothing to me, so you ain't got to get mad.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't.
I said, ooh. And Dario didn't do anything to you when he got made. Anyway, Rico Studio Session episode 7 was lit. Like, this cast understands music. They understand flow. They understand beats. They understand rhythm. I feel like the Chasing cast, I don't know, when it comes to music, they're just it. Like, they also get the message that their song is trying to convey or trying to deliver. I just love the musicians on Chasing. Was in that studio session smitten with Wayne. And I was like, Cassadine.
It was given. So what you about to do after this? What you got going on after this? Like,
it definitely was given that.
Like,
it was definitely given that.
Nah, if his boyfriend show up and hit you with that dog spray, you can't say shit.
No shade. If Cassadine does get hit with dog spray, I want him to be in that badass fur he had on before he hit Dominique with the mace.
It's an amazing night.
I had a great night. It's a lovely night.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Rico said he was hanging out with the cast, and he said, if I was to be for anybody, it would be Dominique. I guess we have conflicting personalities. And then he said, every time I talk to Dominique, he gives me a dry high. It's giving me
what it was a general hello.
When you see me, it's a really dry high, but when you came to my event,
I said a general high.
No, I understand all of that. You don't have to get smart.
And you know the girls I work with be pressed over my general hello.
She said it was a dry high. It was a general hello. Yes. So he said that, and then Drew took that and ran to Dominique and basically said something about how he had a bomb to drop on Dominique. Did she fess up to saying that? I'm not mad at Rico. You know, I feel like I'm glad he's on this show. No shade to any other shows that he's been on, but I'm glad he's been able to, like, you know, really soar and like come up, because he's kind of become like a main character on this show. Like, I feel like he, you know, he gets as much screen time as some of the veterans. So I think that that's really cool.
I also want to talk about his listening event, episode 7, really quick. I thought the listening event was like super dope. Like, every track that played, I felt like it was a different, like, Rico Cassadine. Like, it was gritty. It was like kind of like just the R&B vibe. Then it was like the trap. And then, you know, like I said, the sentimental, the song we kind of talked about, his grandma. And then he decides to be messy. And that is what gets me.
Yes.
Not you dropping the diss track after you just had this very somber moment. I was like, come on, Cassadine.
It be like that sometimes.
So
you should know you're a Gemini.
Now that I think about it, don't do that. Don't.
Shout out to all the Geminis out there. Y'all season about to come up.
Gemini, it is coming up. 8 more days, and you know already. Anyway, I think you mad because that tourist season is starting to.
It's starting to burn out.
Yeah. But Cassadine versus Friday. Like you said, this is where I got lost. It was just a lot of he said going on.
Yeah.
Then a bystander saying that you should have swung on her. I'm like, I don't like that.
Huh? I can't do that no more. I got in trouble the last time I did it, so I was told politely to sit my ass down this time.
I feel like so many of the issues on this show would dissipate if people just minded their own business. I feel like people keep inserting themselves into shit, and it's like, you ain't got nothing to do with this. I don't know why you're in it. Like, I get it, like, drama needs to happen for the show to, you know, be interesting, but like...
Hey, this is wild. Isaac.
Yeah. Hey.
Wild.
What's up? I know, but here's the...
But no.
You okay?
And that's my favorite moment, when it's like somebody is talking shit about somebody and they show up and they're like, well, like, you know, and it's like, you know what it was given. When I leave, you want to keep doing this.
But then when I come around, you don't want to post up. So...
Other than that, yeah, Rico's cool. Him trying to take down Wayne is hilarious.
You like that type. So what's your type?
But he is kind of hitting on me a little, you know, a little strong, giving me that eye, you know. I hope the drinks don't come out, because he is thick, but, you know, I do got somebody back home, so me and him might have to talk, you know.
No, yeah.
We got home wrecking Rico. That might be my favorite. No shade.
You messy as fuck. But I guess while we're on Miss Drew Friday, let's just get on right into Drew. So she had a performance, not a performance, but like a drag performance. I forgot, she was like showcased for a crown. I'm sorry, I forgot the name of the crown, but
welcome to the Grammys. On my neck. I like boarding jets, I like more than sex, but nothing.
I just said, let's get this Drew every episode. A focused Drew with a winning smile that's snatching crowns and not snatching drama for storylines. Let's get this Drew.
The girl is talented.
Very talented.
Can't knock that. You know, she has all that energy. Which I will never jump up on a bar like that and do the splits. So, you know.
She jumped on the bar into a split and then jumped off the bar into a split.
Yeah.
I said, Mom, ain't it?
Yeah, she brought the party and she brought the energy. Like she was doing it.
I also mentioned that Ike performed at her event, and you know Ike can sing. But the way Ike was singing at this event, it was given that he didn't sing because he didn't want Drew to catch feelings. Since he was ducking and dodging them high notes and them runs that we know I can hit. So like, I see you, Array.
They on Ike.
I see you, Array.
But yeah, I thought the performance was good. I'm glad that she got people to rally around her. I'm glad the girl showed up. Yeah, I mean, that's other than that, kind of messy, needlessly messy, it seems like. I could see if you was defending a friend, or if, you know, you just like you needed to clear, like you got looped in, but like you went out of your way to start some shit, and then was surprised when the shit flipped back onto you. Like, so also thought she was taking that whole situation with Rico out of context. Like, just because you said exactly what he said to you verbatim does not mean that you said it in the right context. Like, it could have been taken out of context, where obviously if you're saying it to me and I wasn't there, I might have a different interpretation of it, versus if I was there, I would be like, oh, well, I know what he meant because I was there. I understand the context.
Let's lighten the mood, shall we, folks? Let's go to AT, Aaron Thomas. Aaron, light skins are my weakness, Thomas.
I guess.
That's gonna be the last time I refer to that man by that.
Aaron, y'all ran out of Bama for loving a nigga, Thomas.
crazy because me and you talked about this. Aaron Thomas got ran out of Dallas for loving a nigga. Ran out of Dallas, but he fled to Atlanta for loving a nigga. And Rissy G got chased out of Atlanta and fled to Dallas.
Not Reese's.
Reese's. That parallel is crazy.
I feel like a lot of people probably flee either from Atlanta or to Atlanta. So I don't think that that's I don't think that that's that uncommon.
Okay.
But yeah, Aaron Thomas, at first I thought I didn't understand why he was really on the show. It didn't really seem like he fit in. But after watching these past 2 episodes, I get it.
I said the same thing. Aaron is a really like unique artist. Just from like the gospel roots to going to R&B. And I like how, like we always say, I like how transparent like this cast is, especially Aaron with like his sexuality and everything that kind of happened after he, you know, did come out as bisexual. But he is undeniably talented. Like you is so fucking shady. But I said that I like the AT event, the Aaron Thomas event. I said it was kind of like a personal get to know me and my music type of event.
Yeah.
First of all,
like I was gonna say this real quick. I was gonna say I feel like the gathering, it was kind of given like press conference tease, and I feel like it should have been more intimate. Like obviously there weren't you know, it wasn't like super like a lot of people there. So I feel like it could have been like, you know, maybe at like a venue where, you know, people have a couple drinks, you know, there's a stage, but it's a little smaller, more intimate, you know, there's probably food, some snacks, you know, and I think I like how he chose I like how he chose the woman to host. I forgot. I think she's like in politics, but she's like the first.
I think a state representative.
Okay, yeah, first Black queer state representative in her specific position. So I thought that was dope. I like how his management team was able to coordinate that. Clearly, they understand, you know, how to link things and, you know, how to get certain notoriety. So I appreciated that.
Yes, like I said, the music was like, he has a really nice voice, and I'm really not like fond of male R&B musicians. Let us know in the comments, honestly, do you prefer male R&B musicians or female R&B musicians? For me, it's gonna be female R&B musicians all day, unless you're Maxwell or Avant. No shade. But Aaron, he has like a really nice voice. Oh, I forgot about Kim. Ooh, help me find my panties. Anyway, but I also wanted to know that Dominique loves a white fucking suit and a white cowboy hat.
He does.
He was at this event and a white, giving me a Doug Dimmadome tee from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Yes.
The fucking tycoon with a badass suit and a big ass cowboy hat. That's what Dominique could have been every time I see him in his clean ass suit.
Yes. He could have been a sibling on that episode of The Parkers when they reenacted Dynasty.
Each child must take a DNA test before they can receive the inheritance.
What? A DNA test? Oh, I hope there's no Maya.
Kind of like a, not really furniture, but a bandwagon bitch.
I don't feel like
he has his own opinion. He's talented. I like Aaron.
He has his little quips, his little, you know, and I feel like he's also, you know, expressing himself. He talked about how he was homeless at one point, which I thought was interesting. And I like how they talked about why they were homeless, just because I feel like sometimes people have an assumption on like why you're homeless. And so it's like, well, Jay was homeless because he was, you know, he was in an abusive relationship, you know. Aaron, you know, he didn't want to have to like go back home. I think like he was trying to like really rough it out and like reach his goals and, you know, reach his dreams. So like I just love how like they had that conversation and just talked about like how they both had like they both ended up in the same situation but different circumstances. So
I said not Aaron in the house with his shoes on the carpet. That's for fucking with them light skins. Bitch, don't with no shoes in my house or whatever Rodney would said. Also, I said that this was a mutual masturbation session that I would be here for. Jay Moore and Mr. Aaron Thomas. But hear me out, Yan. Hear me out. But I was gonna say that Jay wasn't Aaron's type because Aaron, his light skins are his weakness. I wasn't gonna say Jay wasn't his type until Mr. Titty Tat spilled and said that Aaron was in his DMs.
I went to his event, but like I want to sit down and get to know him.
Well, I was able to make. I saw him the day before the event.
He's trying to get your nigga.
He
been
trying
to
talk to me and trying to be in all this kind of stuff, but it's giving.
Baby, you hit me for a storyline.
Trying to get with him, and it's not giving.
Interesting.
So let's go. Shout out to Aaron Thomas. So let's go right on into Mr. Titty Tat tag because my foot is about to be on tag neck. Because, so let me back my tasty ass up. Because first of all, Tag entered Moreau's house without knocking. Ghetto. Tag, Oliver, and Kendra golfing. Shout out to that older white gentleman that decided to assist.
Okay. That's it. Oh, daddy.
Just like that.
Okay. He got a coin. Okay.
So Tag asked Oliver, did you know that Cassadine had mace? And I'm thinking, what? Huh?
What?
Like, yeah, I sacrificed my precious eyesight so that my good girlfriend can hit your good girlfriend with dog spray. Yeah, I knew he had mace. That's what kicked off the snowball effect of the event going down. Like, Tag, you lost me with that one.
Troy was trying to make it seem like Oliver was getting loud when it's like, no, Troy,
right.
You're the one that's getting loud.
You're the one,
You're
right.
the one that's getting mad.
I don't do all that. I don't do all that. I don't do that loudness, all that, because it's not giving that at all.
It's not necessary.
It's not.
Baby.
No, wait, Kendra.
No, we fine.
It's not that. No, because I'm not fine because you hyping up on me when I'm really trying to ask you.
You feel like I'm trying to hype up on you?
Yes.
He brought the situation up thinking that the conversation was going to go a different way. And when it didn't go that way, he threw a tantrum, like you said. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, after knowing, yo dumb ass literally told fucking Dom to go speak to Riko. So it's like, bitch, you're the one that started this issue. Like, what? Like, so honestly, like, I salute Oliver for even keeping his composure, because I would have had to snap. Like, bitch, you started this situation, you caused it, and then you would have tried to blame me, like, oh, you knew he had dog spray. Well, bitch, they wouldn't have even interacted if you wouldn't have told Dom to go speak to him. Like, so I also didn't like how he low-key tried to threaten Oliver, basically saying, oh, well, you know, Dom got a boyfriend and his boyfriend don't give a fuck. Like, bitch, and he ain't did shit yet. So clearly, like, he ain't did shit at this point. So clearly he probably ain't gonna do shit. Like, and they were at that event together and nothing happened. So to me, it just seems like you bringing shit up just to start drama for no reason.
I do think it's funny though that Oliver was kind of being impressed with the, did you know he had mace? After Oliver told Cassadine that Riko with a K hit him. Like, you know damn well Riko with a K was not hitting no damn Cassadine.
That's true.
So
Oliver is messy. I'm not even gonna hold him.
He is.
I thought he knew that Drew and whatchamacallit didn't like each other. Drew and Riko didn't like each other. Cause he was like, cause after the event, he was like, after Rico's event, after his like song, his listening party or whatever, he was like, where are the other girls? First of all, whenever somebody asks, where's so-and-so? Bitch, they're not here. Regardless of what the answer is, they're not here. So I don't know why you're trying to be messy asking where somebody is. I don't know. They didn't show up.
Riko with the motherfucking K and these goddamn box braids. Riko with the K said he used to be a thug. And I
thought about that too. Is he giving out Poppy Thug?
What you mean by that? Ooh, Poppy, that's low.
That's low?
That's low. You know what it's kind of giving? Deep cut. But it's kind of giving Braxton from the Jamie Foxx show and Original Gangsters. Well, you pretty ass don't know shit about being no thug. Like,
but I'm glad that he was able to like really like open up and be himself.
I used to be very hard. I used to be like some thug. But now, you know, I'm gayer. You know?
Yes, me.
Why are you laughing?
What is gayer?
You now.
Like, I remember when he was talking to his creative director when they first met for that meeting, and he was like, you know, like seeing other people in Atlanta really encouraged me to be myself. And so I'm assuming that's kind of where he was coming from, where, you know, he was like, I got gayer, you know, I was around people, made me more comfortable. So I like that, you know, it kind of gives me, for those who are, you know, who have been watching, who've been longtime fans of Chasing Atlanta, it's kind of giving Q season 1 to season 3, where, you know, when he came on for season 2, he was kind of more, you know, I guess more masculine, more straight presenting, I guess you could say. You know, he got offended by, you know, girl, you know, like little comments like that. So it was kind of giving like, ooh, I don't really know if I'm a part of this community yet. But then like, as he, you know, came on the show, as he progressed on the show, he became more, you know, open and like more playful. And, you know, he took himself less serious, I guess you could say. So that's kind of what Rico's getting.
But how do we feel about known Thots smoking Rico? He said he was gonna have Chino Black in the video, and I said I'm here for that.
What other Thots? Isn't Chino Black? Never mind. What known Thots do you think he should have in the video? Comment down below with some of your favorite
Good
performers.
question.
You know, we're all adults here.
Tyson.
Tiger Tyson. Okay. Ooh, haven't heard that name in a while.
Of the infamous Take 'Em Down series, baby. My goodness. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Tiger Tyson.
Okay.
Anywho,
I'm not even mad at that. I wonder will Uncle Raheem make an appearance. Shout out to him.
Why would you go there? Why would you go there?
How come every time I bring up his name, did he do something controversial that I don't know about?
He's handsome. He's just wallpaper. Like he's just so boring. I'm sorry. Like
he puts in effort.
Very
You cannot deny that. He tried.
It's paint, baby. I don't got time for that. Anyway,
beautiful
let
scenery,
us know down in the comments.
That's what it's
beautiful gown.
Beautiful gown. Beautiful set. But that's about it. No shade.
Beautiful edits. Beautiful lighting.
Also, you know who Rico gives? Deep cut, but Rico kind of gives Quiet Ann from Claws. Shout out to anybody who's ever watched Claws. But he gives me Quiet Ann tea.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's the style, his personality. He's giving Quiet Ann. But
I can see that. You saw how he flipped when he told Jay to get the fuck out the house. When he told Jay Moore to get the fuck out of Cardi's house. I said,
I said,
okay. And then Jay said, I've been kicked out of better places than this. And I said, you know what they should have did to that nigga? They should have whooped his legs for making that damn comment. I've been kicked out of better places than this. Should have whooped that nigga legs, my goodness. Anyway, so Dom, shout out to Dominique. Aside from the drama, he's been kind of just like focused on his business. He's dropping a kind of like a fragrance spray for pets, for dogs.
Yeah.
I did make a note of his relationship with his boyfriend. He said that they've been together for 8 years. So I just wanted to ask you, co-host, and our audience, like, how long are you, I guess, in a relationship before you consider marriage, or if that person doesn't want to get married?
I think it just depends. Like, I feel like, you know, it could be a year, it could be 2 years, it could be a year and a half, it can be 3 years.
Right.
You know, and then of course there are a bunch of things that you have to get in order before, you know, people want to have their, I once heard that like people, especially men, they really like to have themselves together before they get married or before they commit to someone like that. So, you know, maybe the boyfriend is trying to like, you know, make sure his shit is together before he commits to that. But yeah, I feel like 8 years is a wow. That's almost a decade.
I do want to get married, but like you said, it depends on the situation and how my partner's feeling. But just me, I don't see myself being together with somebody for 8 years, and it's just like we're in a relationship. Like 8 years, that's a pretty big chunk of like your life to spend with somebody. So I would definitely want to be married, but different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, I mean, like, and it would be one thing if the boyfriend didn't want to get married. Like, if neither one of them really wants to get married, like, if that wasn't really a goal for them. But I feel like if one of y'all wants to get married and the other one doesn't, it's like, you know, I feel like that's kind of a source for, you know, contention, I guess. But
right.
I feel like the boyfriend was basically making it seem like, well, I wanted to propose to you. I wanted to, you know, basically propose to you, deserve for someone to propose to you. But I'm like, well, if y'all have been together for 8 years, no shade, what are you waiting on? Like, if you wanted to be the one to do it, why haven't you done it already? It's been like 8 years. I can see if it's been like a year or 6 months, then it's like, of course, you should probably wait a little bit. But if it's been 8 years, what are you waiting on? Like, you know, so I can see why Dom took it into his own hands. Like, well, I'm gonna propose to you. But
right.
I think if the boyfriend does not want to get married, I feel like he needs to let Dom know. I feel like it's kind of unfair for him to keep up this kind of charade. Yeah. This charade. Shout out to S-Dot. I just feel like it's kind of messed up to keep up this, you know, charade.
Oh my God.
You know,
I cannot stand you.
When you know damn well you don't want to get married.
Right.
You're wasting Dom's time, you know?
Right. So I just ended this scene by saying, shout out to Pont City Market. Atlanta was so good to us, baby.
Yeah, so good to us.
Atlanta was so fucking good to us. But let's get to the girl Willa. I don't really think she made a cameo episode 7. She did. I'm sorry, I didn't make a note of it. But episode 8, she did come to the brunch with the rest of the gang, and you know, she did speak about having to move from her apartment and kind of being homeless. So, you know, she's homeless, you know, blah 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 this. But shout out to them for kind of just being supportive and just being like, oh girl, you'll get back on your feet. Like, it's nothing. Like, that's one of the things I love about Chasing. Aside from like the drama, it seems like this group of friends, I won't say have each other's best interests, but if they rock with you, they rock with you. Like, and that's what I kind of like about this friend group. Like, if they rock with you, like, they got your back. Like, it's solid. So, like,
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like how, you know, candid she was about everything. I feel like that's something that could happen to anybody. You know, not everybody has good credit. And you know, I hope that, you know, she found a place. You know,
speaking of people being vulnerable and transparent, Kendra kind of opened up about what she had been going through recently. The loss of her best friend. Her grandma had a stroke, but she said that she hadn't sought counseling because, like, I forgot what her reasoning was, but I just thought it was cool of Oliver to recognize that. I guess. How the fuck am I trying to phrase this? I thought it was super dope of Oliver to be aware of Kendra's intake during this outing. Like, he said she was drinking more than usual, like tossing them back, and he just kind of like encouraged her to go seek help so that her drinking doesn't become like out of control and, you know, doesn't kind of control her life or whatever. But I said the same thing. Like, Kendra is super talented. Like, I just love her energy. I just, like you said, I want people to protect their mental health. If you're going through something, definitely go talk to somebody, like, about what you're going through. Like, I used to be that type of person where I used to think like my problems, I could carry like the weight of my problems and not have to tell anybody what I was going through. The shit caught up to me. So now I'm open. Well, I don't tell everybody my problems, but I know there are people I could talk to about what I'm going through. And I know they'll give me like genuine advice, or like so they're just gonna help pull me out of that place that I'm at. So shout out to Kendra, shout out to Oliver. I do want Kendra to, like, I would like for Kendra to go to counseling so that she can talk to somebody, so that what she's going through doesn't affect her career and her talent. Like, so just shout out to Kendra and shout out to Oliver for recognizing that his friend is going through something. Like, I just love the fucking Chasing cast. Like, there could be a couple of like idiots, but when it comes down to like their friends, they are, like I said, they're solid. They're solid.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Chasing Atlanta season 5, episode 7 and 8, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this cast brings it. I love, definitely. Yes, definitely. Let us know what you think of the cast. Let us know who's your favorite. Just let us know if this season is just giving you what it's giving us. Like, I just love Chasing Atlanta. Like I said, this is actually my first time viewing like Chasing Atlanta, and Damon had been telling me for the longest, like, watch Chasing Atlanta back in like 2018. He told me like, well, you should get into Chasing Atlanta. You should get into Chasing Atlanta. But I'm getting into it and I love it. Like, I love the characters. The storylines are easy to follow, even though they're kind of saturated with a little bit of nonsense, but I just love the characters. I also love that this show is just full of musicians, and each musician has their own different style. Like, nobody's fighting off of each other. No two musicians sound the same. So this cast is stacked. Like, a bunch of talented Black LGBTQ members that are just the shit.
Again, comment down below. Definitely comment. We definitely want to read your comment. We definitely want to read some comments, so definitely comment. Excited to do another edited review. Can't wait to put it out and keep with y'all. Yes. This has been Key and Carry, where we key
and we carry.
I'm Damon.
I'm Troy.
We will see y'all in the next one. Peace.